Yo, welcome to the Mad Goats podcast. My name is Leonard.
Dooley.
Khalifa.
Uche, welcome back.
Yo, welcome back. Remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit us up on Instagram. Give us a follow over there too.
You can hit us up on IG at Mad Goats Podcast on Instagram, and then obviously if you're on YouTube watching us right now, then you know you're already here, so you might as well drop a sub, drop a like, share, and comment.
Tell all your friends about us. We're interesting.
Alright. How y'all doing, fellas?
Good, bro. How you?
I'm doing alright. So, hit y'all with a question real quick. I was going through social media, you know, all this, you know, relationship drama, turmoil, whatever you want to call it. Quick question though. Do you think a man should be able to step away from his responsibilities with a kid, as far as like child support, like, you know, taking care of raising them, just as well as a woman can?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
I personally, I don't think so. Because, I mean, well, elaborate on that a little bit. Like, if the conversation was had previously, before the baby was even a thing, conceived, I guess, then, no, I'm sorry, still no.
Still no.
Nah, if you pour that milk, bro, you gotta take care of that kid, bro. You pour that milk.
But what you was just saying, what if it was agreed upon before? Like, let's say the guy was like, all right, you know, I do want to do, but I don't want any kids. I'm not ready to take care of any
Why
kids.
you ain't wrap it up then?
And everything. But what she
That's
agreed.
really what I was thinking.
What if they was on the same page? And she was like, you know, I'll take a plan B, or, you know.
So what she
Oh,
not
so
taking?
she bamboozled
she
basically.
did.
Basically, yeah. And she ended up keeping it. And was like, I want to keep it.
I hope nobody's going through that in real life, bro.
Bro,
I'm
you
not
don't
even
think that happens in real life?
I'm not even gonna lie.
Where the
'cause
dude
I'm
and the girl agreed to pour milk raw,
Yeah.
and
Instead of her taking
the
it.
nigga pour inside, and the girl tells him she's gonna pop a plan B, and she doesn't pop the plan B.
Yeah. And gets pregnant while they keep
You've
the
been in
kid.
a relationship for too long.
Wow, bro.
Yeah. He said
Fuck
he's been in
no.
a relationship for too long. Khalifa is hilarious, bro.
He said I've been in a relationship for
He has no idea what's going on.
Yo, streets is wicked, bro. The streets are wicked. What?
It's cold. The streets are ice cold. You go ice skate in these streets.
Bro, I just have the question. Your
That's
way
wild.
of thinking after that, because like, was you ever gonna not have the kid, or was it scheming from the beginning? You just lied to me, bro.
Damn, well, in a situation like that, I don't ever want to say that it's okay for
I don't
a
wanna
dude
see
to
her
not
again.
take care of his. Hey, yo, I don't want to
I
see
don't
her
want to
again.
see her.
You don't have to. You still have to send the money.
I don't want to see her.
Hey, just make sure that's
You still
6700.
have-
I got the question.
Hey yo. Yeah.
Hey, yo.
No, I mean, that's just a situation of, all right, just a woman can have a kid, let's say she's not ready to take care of the kid, give him up for adoption, or say, oh, they don't want a kid before it's even born, and go to the abortion clinic and get, you know, and terminate the, you know, pregnancy at any time given.
Yeah.
I do think that's unfair.
And even with the situation, what if the guy wanted to keep the kid,
Right.
but she decides she doesn't want to? You know,
Right.
she can go in and just, you know,
Just get rid of the kid,
and
right?
Just get rid of it.
And I've actually heard
So, yeah.
situations like that too, like
So,
where the dude wants to keep the child, but the girl doesn't feel like she's ready for it, and of course the baby's in her body, so
she could just
she can do whatever she
wants.
wants.
So do
So
you think?
I think it's unfair. It's unfair as fuck, but that's just the life we're living.
So
That's
it's just
just-
a double
that's-
standard.
that's-
Yeah,
it's
double
just
standard.
like- That's just what it is. But
Yeah,
I think it's fucked up. But I don't ever want to say it's okay for a dude not to take care of his kid. But in a situation like that, damn.
Turn off your brain. Not turn off your brain, but
Hello to anyone.
think about it in today's standards, how a woman can just up in a pregnancy, like when she because she doesn't feel.
I'm married. Y'all talk about it.
But nah, let us know in the comments what y'all think. Like, you know, just conversation. Conversation we trying to get started.
Yeah, what do
like,
y'all think?
You know,
That's
what
a
do
better-
y'all think?
That's a better
You know, just
audience.
let us know in the comments.
What they think.
So what I'm thinking about it is like what I said earlier. Like if a woman has the ability to just up and end a pregnancy whenever like she kind of feels like it under certain contexts, then a guy should have the ability to and end his involvement in whatever things that the woman's trying to drag him through.
You can't. But you're going to jail.
That's the thing. He shouldn't have to. He shouldn't have to. The guy should be able to, because nobody's talking about putting women in jail. Nobody's talking about that.
Right.
But like then the
They
guy.
can deadbeat all day, all night.
Or what?
Yeah.
Then so nobody should be talking about if a guy just ups and leaves. He shouldn't be forced to like pay do whatever like is demanded of him for the child. Now I don't agree with that, but that's what's fair under what society is doing today.
Right.
Like if women can do that, then there should be something on the other end that men can do to not make himself not forced to be. If he doesn't want to get involved, he shouldn't be forced to. However, in a traditional sense, yeah, a guy should take responsibility. But since we're living in today's society, no, he should be able to leave if a woman has the ability to just leave. That's what it is.
And that's how you feel.
Yeah, if we're doing today's standards, yeah, he should be able to leave. But in a traditional sense, no.
I don't know. I just
I
don't
feel
think
like it's still a double standard.
Yeah, it
It
is.
is a double
It's always
standard.
gonna be.
It is a double
It's
standard.
always
But
gonna
that's
be.
why I say
Yeah.
if it's traditional in the sense,
Yeah.
if a woman's fully committed to the pregnancy, the guy needs to be fully committed towards it. But if we're living in today's society, if the woman can just up and leave, the guy should be able to just up and leave.
Right.
It's a lot of deadbeat shit.
Oh hell yeah, especially coming from ladies.
The thing is, I don't even support the up and
Look at
leaving.
his dress, black shoes.
But like,
Hey, yeah, shut the
but
fuck up. Bruh.
You see the way I was just saying, like, you know, it's just one of them things where it's like, if it's seriously a situation where, like, you know, like we were just speaking on, they agreed to not have it,
Right.
and, you know,
And she's still going.
And you need to-
maybe there's a debate there.
You need that
But
right.
other than that, yeah.
I don't know, but even then, I still don't think that as
Yeah.
a man, you should use that as a reason to not take care of your kid.
Right.
Another thing I'll say is, I feel like in this country, I feel like child support, like, because there's some cases where the dude's paying child support and he rarely gets to see his child.
Yeah.
I feel like child support kind of makes,
It's weaponized.
yes, it makes a dad dislike his child that he hasn't even had a chance to build a relationship with.
Right.
And it's not, in most cases, it's not the guy's fault. At least from what I've seen, it's
Did you
like
just
it's the
shove
crazy.
all those
It's the crazy baby mama, bro. Like,
Right.
it's the crazy
Yeah.
baby mama. You know what I'm
Weaponizing
saying?
child
Bitter
support.
because the guy probably found another woman, and he's still, you know, taking care of his child. You know, as far as sending the money on time,
Yeah.
whatever the case may be. Like, I don't know. It's just it's kind of weird. It's a
Do you
fucking
think-
weird topic.
I don't know how child support is sent, but do you think if it's not sent this way, it should be sent on a debit card that both parents can see what's being spent on it?
Yeah, because they're using the
Makes
fucking
sense.
money to buy crab legs and buy the $300 bundle.
Oh my god.
Unbelievable, bro.
Every month, that child's not seeing nothing.
Fucking madness.
$300 bundle.
That child is not seeing nothing.
Buy the child the
Wait, hold on,
$80
you
dumps
really-
and call it a day.
Oh my god, did you hear this, man? You didn't know how much bundles cost?
Oh wait, you wait your turn.
You wait your turn.
No.
Oh
No.
my God.
No, but I think actually that's actually I think they should do that. Like, I feel like if you're a father sending child support's coming out of your paycheck, however the money gets sent, I don't fucking know. But I feel like you have the right to know
How much is being
where
spent?
that money is going. Yeah, you know how much is being sent, but you have the right to know if that money is being used for something related to your child.
Because if it's not, then it's like, yo, Your Honor, what's going on?
And you know, the
She-
mom
she's
paying the
buying-
rent, stuff like
she-
that's cool.
Like she's buying Birkin bags. Like my kid's 6.
My kid-
What's he doing with Birkin?
No, for real.
And it's
My
a
kid
guy,
is
and it's a
6.
boy. Like what's he doing with
That
Birkin
child,
bags?
that child ain't seeing none of that money.
Right.
All you eating is cereal.
That child want a shoe that lights up when he walks, and he can't even get that. You over here spending the money.
He wants McDonald's.
But I mean, let's you want to pivot the conversation, you know?
Yeah,
we
I wanted to say something else though. Did y'all know, like, I found this out working where I work. Bro, if somebody if a man or anybody walks into like wants to buy a car and they have anything collection wise, child support related,
Yeah.
they cannot buy a car.
Yeah.
Automatic decline.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's why, like,
The bank, like, you ain't
all
taking care of
that,
kids.
all that stuff, you like,
You
all
ain't
that.
getting no fucking car.
That's
Well,
what
you know what?
collection is. All that stuff you avoid paying,
Yeah, yeah.
credit card,
Yeah.
rent, child support, tax, like all that. Like taxes is the worst.
The
but,
worst,
like, you
bro.
know, all that
But
goes
then
into collection.
You can
like,
negotiate taxes, but you can't negotiate child support.
Yeah.
Man, that shit is wild,
That
bro.
is-
Like
oh.
Yeah.
I
Because
remember-
you don't pay nothing.
his score, but the thing is, his score wasn't bad. He just had that on his credit.
And there's collections.
I was like, damn, bro.
I remember
you
we
gotta
had
pay for
a
them
dude
kids.
that
bro.
I remember
Gotta
he got
pay
work
for them
with us.
kids.
And it's like he was trying to buy a house. He was trying to have it built or some shit like that.
Mhm.
It was like before he could do anything, he's like whoever was helping with the house, he was like, you gotta pay off your child support because he still had child support left to pay. And it's like, yo, you gotta pay this off before you can even before you can even look at the house. You
That
gotta
shit
pay
is
this off.
Right.
crazy.
And it's like, bro, like, yeah,
That
that's
shit is
it.
actually
That
crazy.
shit is serious.
No, and
Collections
then
don't
the
play.
thing- the
'Cause they'll call
crazy
your job
thing
for
is-
you.
Majority of these people, of the person you're talking about, he was giving his kids money. It was just he wasn't giving it through the
government.
court system.
You should- yeah.
Damn.
That's what fuck.
Yeah.
You know the government want to be seen.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah,
They
they
want-
want-
they
they
want-
want their
anything
cut.
they
That's
can't
what it
tax
is.
is illegal, bro.
They want their cut. That's what it really
Yeah,
is.
they want to be. They need a part of that. But to pivot the conversation, I was gonna ask something else, kind of on the same topic. Yeah, the how do I want to ask it? What do you got? What's the importance of what's y'all opinion on this? The importance of having a 2-parent household.
Very important.
It's mandatory.
It varies.
Mandatory.
I think it's
Why do you say that though? Well, I know you live in a 2-parent household.
Yeah, all right, so from my experience, I feel like it's very important because both parents play a special role in raising the child
Right.
with the two different perspectives. Now, my mom, she's very nurturing. My mom personally, she's very established in her career as a
Mhm.
nurse. So she's nurturing not only inside the house but outside the house.
Right.
And she instills a lot of that characteristics into me, like being loving and all that. Not saying that my dad doesn't, but when my dad is more so disciplined, like
The
it's
African
more
dad,
so,
bro.
yeah, exactly. He's there,
You show tough love.
tough love.
Yeah.
But then again, like my dad is like now I'm more older and everything. He's like a homie now, so it's
Yeah.
like I can talk to him. Sometimes he vents to me, things like that, and like I look up to him because if you know me very well, like I pick up a lot of things like my dad does because that's what I look up to.
Right.
So if that wasn't in my life and my environment for me, I'd probably be like a loose screw. Like I'd probably be wilding.
Yeah.
Even if I didn't have either or if it.
I feel like that's very important. Like me, I grew up in a 1-parent household, my mom, but I don't know. Like we was reading something and there was like people who grew up in single-parent households, like they tend to be more of loose screws.
Yeah,
type
more likely
shit,
to
but
get in trouble.
More likely to do fuckboy stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that mixed in with like the environment that they're getting into?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like society, like what is it? Like once that kid goes outside,
Mhm.
the world. That's not to be rude. But
Right.
That's not your kid no more. That's the
Right.
world's kid.
That's true.
Whatever's out there, get a hold of your kid first. Hey, yo, that's his kid.
That's why it's so important to and that's why back to what Kalu said, like there's just some things that your mom can do for you or teach you that your dad can't. Some things that your dad can teach you that your mom can. I'm speaking as like men, like
Right.
I feel like growing up in a household where there's a older man you can look up to who can like teach you stuff. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like not even just physical stuff, like how to handle your emotions, how to not overreact, how to do this, how to do that, how to just move in society as a young man. Black, white, whatever. Like I feel like that's very important. Like
Because the world not for sure is not going to teach you how to properly react to certain things.
Exactly.
But it damn sure is going to be there with a camera whenever you fuck up.
yeah. And the feds ready to lock your black ass up.
Right. But I agree with the idea. It's like a man, like a 2-parent household is like, it's the most ideal situation. Like,
Yeah.
because it helps build with like you said, with the nurturing area, but it's also like like from a father's perspective, it's like, yeah, you will want your father to be there because he's like the one that can help. Like if a father, like, to be honest, thing I look at it as like, if it's a daughter, it's like the daughter can look up to the father and see like, this is how a guy should treat like a woman. Right. But then from a guy's perspective, it's the same thing. Like, this is how I should treat a woman.
Right.
Not saying every woman these days or every guy these days deserve to be treated these kind of ways.
Right.
But it's like, this is the most ideal situation of how I should probably treat the opposite sex. So, like, yeah, it's definitely needed because the kids literally are like a reflection of themselves. And it's like,
that is very true.
The way kids grow up, you can kind of tell how the parents.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Like, there was some people I went to school with, bro, and I was like, I'm like probably in high school this time. I'm like, I wonder what your household is like.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's not.
You know, it's crazy. That's a good pointer because a lot of times I will get like people coming up to me, just I might do something nice or help them out or whatever,
right,
and they would just compliment my parents like your parents did a good
raised you
job,
right type shit, yeah.
You have some good home training.
Right.
Nah, but that shit really reflects like,
yeah,
if you come from a household where like you were forced to use your brain, like,
yeah,
for real, bro. Like, people be outside doing dumb ass shit, like literally just shaming their whole household, like,
bro, what?
literally, bro. Like,
yeah,
bro.
you show you came from a destructive.
I'm telling you,
Bro,
like,
there be people that be coming outside, you just look at them and it's like, bro, do you even think before you even like do things?
do
Right.
shit.
No, for real.
It's like, do you not understand like how you like look right now? Like the dude in New York, remember he had like the axe and was messing up that McDonald's?
Oh yeah.
It's just
I
like,
didn't even see that video.
Oh my gosh.
like the dude is like,
How old was he?
No, you seen it when they was punching him and he
Oh.
was just eating
Oh,
it.
yeah.
and
Mo,
he,
no,
and then
bro.
he just looked at him and said, "My turn."
That video had me dying, bro. Well, let me say this. Before I ever saw the video, I only saw pictures, the screenshot.
Yeah.
And it was like life, this,
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
And then the dude getting beat on was me.
Yeah.
Everything was like
And he
life.
just sitting there.
Yeah, just getting whooped. Then I saw, and even when I saw the video, I didn't watch it all the way through. I'm like punching him in the head, and then I just stopped watching the video.
Yeah, but like
That's that video?
Yeah.
But
Right
like,
after
but
that.
like that video, but it's like the way he responded, pulling out the axe. It's up to debate whether it's too much force or not. I don't really give a fuck. But my thing is afterwards, where he started like messing with random people in the group.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
now
the
the
part
random
where I
people
was
part
like,
is that,
okay,
yeah.
now you're doing too much because those
Yeah.
people had nothing to do with it. You can
right?
understand how the way you look now because at first I was all with you, bro.
I ain't
Fuck
gonna
them, there's
lie to
three
you.
of them. Fuck them up.
I ain't
But
gonna
now
hold you.
you're
As
messing
soon
with
as I
the
saw
woman,
that
it's too much.
axe, even if I wasn't the one punching, as soon as I saw that axe, I was gone. I ain't
Bro, as
gonna
soon
lie to
as
you,
you
bro.
went for the bag, I'm gone.
Yeah, I'm gone.
I'm
You
not
gotta
saying
put it
that.
up.
What's in the
Right,
bag?
I'm not
Yeah.
As soon as I
Gone,
seen
bro.
that he didn't drop and he started going in the bag, oh yeah, see me. I was gone yesterday.
And I'm gonna leave that food right there too. I'm long gone.
McDonald's ain't worth losing my
Oh
life
my
for
God.
here.
I don't know what they were standing there for. I was
You
like,
reaching in the
yeah. No, for real though. It's crazy. It's crazy. How about you, Khalifa? How's your experience?
You grew up in a two-parent household?
Yes and no. So
One or the other.
no, yes and no. That's my answer. Because I lived with my dad and my stepmom, and I lived with my mom. So
Okay.
from
How long did you live with your dad and your stepmom?
1 to 9 and 19 to 22.
1 year old to 9 years old?
Actually, no.
I said, huh?
No. So 1, I was with my dad, and then he married my stepmom when I was 3. Yeah, 3.
So wait, in your very young years, like
Mhm.
toddler years, you were living with your dad
Yeah, with my dad.
and your stepmom.
No, he wasn't married to my stepmom.
Okay.
So I was living with my dad, but I mostly lived in my uncle's house with my aunt.
Where was your mom at? Where was
So
your
you
mom?
went with your mom?
US.
Oh wow.
So
you
she
went
had
with
you
your
when
mom.
she came to the U.S.
My mom was in the US. But
So
my
as soon
parents
as you
got
were born,
divorced.
you went to Nigeria.
And in Islam, it's really weird the way divorces are. So one parent gets the kid for a certain period of years, and then the other parent gets the kid for a certain period of.
So it was your dad, then your mom.
Yes, my dad, then my mom.
So wait, help me understand this. You were born in Nigeria.
No, I was born in the U.S.
Okay, your mom
I
had
was
you
born
here.
in Holy Cross Hospital.
Oh, wow.
okay.
So okay, so your mom had you here, then she took you back home,
Yeah.
and then you were with your dad.
Well, my parents got divorced when I was one.
And you just stayed with your dad.
Yeah,
Who was taking care of you?
my aunt. Because my dad always traveled for work.
I mean,
So
that's.
wow.
But in that, in
That's
the
how it is
actual,
in an
African
African
community,
community.
when they say take a village, you really take a
That
village
really is
because
what it is, right?
for me, my grandmother helped raise me for the most part,
My
even though
grandmother,
like
yeah.
you know my mom and dad was here, but in his case like it was his aunt, so it's like it's not uncommon at all. You know, it's not uncommon at all. Yeah.
Wow.
In the African community, yeah, it really does take a village, like you know, and that's the thing with us and the cultures, you know.
It's a lot different. Than
It's a lot different.
Yeah.
Here we're actually willing to work together,
Right.
and
Do you still think it takes a village to raise a kid?
Yes.
yes, it
Oh,
does.
yeah, 100%.
It really does.
I'm
It
on
really
the fence
does.
about that.
100%.
Why? Because
Bro, as a parent, you're never gonna be able to do it all by yourself. Bro.
Yeah.
That
Even
is
as
true.
even as a two house, even in a
Even
two household.
two-
family,
yeah,
like,
you
yeah,
can't do it
that
all
is
by
true. You
yourself.
can't be. Yeah, that's clearly true because you can't watch your kid 24/7.
Exactly.
What people say you can never watch your kid. Once,
Yeah.
once your kid's at school, that's 8 hours. Your kid's being unattended.
It takes a
But
village.
I get it. I get the idea of it. But it's like today, do you trust your village anymore with everything that's been going on?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you gotta find a good village. I mean,
Hey, yo, you gotta find a good village.
you can't just say here.
Yeah, no. But all jokes aside, that's very important.
The
That's very
village
true.
is essentially all the people, like
trust.
whether it's your own mother, your sister that could be the parents, of your child's aunt, things like that.
But-
Because
Go ahead.
no,
No,
go
you-
ahead.
no, you
yeah.
go. No, you
But
go
just like that, yeah.
Like the Spider-Man. How funny as shit.
Because when I hear it takes a village, I'm like I understand the family portion of it, like your sisters, your mother, and stuff like that. But I'm thinking like the actual community, like your neighbors and stuff like that. And it's like today we live in a society that's like so.
It's
disconnected.
figurative.
I
bro.
get it's
Yeah,
figurative, but it's
figurative.
like
If you want to take the literal, no, it's not like it takes a village like your actual next door neighbor.
Yeah,
No, that could
because,
be.
but
Jeffrey
back,
Dahmer
but like
or
I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
because when we were younger, like we used to be able to go outside.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
like our neighbors, like even though we didn't really know them, they kind of my neighbors at least they would
Yeah,
still
me
like
too.
watch out
Right,
for me
right,
and stuff
yeah.
like that. I couldn't like when I get locked when I was in. I'm not gonna say what grade I was, but when I was finally able to like walk home by myself and I had my own key.
Right.
The days I forget my key, I could just go to my neighbor's house. I don't know who could just do
Right.
that.
Right.
Like my
You
neighbor-
can still do that.
Yes,
It still
yeah,
goes
but
on.
I will say this. Well, we don't go to school anymore. We're grown ass men. But
It still
I don't know.
happens.
Yeah, I'm
It
pretty
still
sure it
I'm
still
pretty sure it still
happens.
happens.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
I
it's
don't
still
know
But
is-
what is that trust level that you got anymore with the
I mean,
'cause
either
people
way-
don't even know their neighbors anymore.
But the thing is, either way, it's not like a sense of like, all right, we live in a crazy world, but it don't mean like you still not living your life. Like there's still like a life to live.
Yeah.
You know, when I say it takes a village, I mean for me, it was my household, it was the church, it was the school, like the teachers that you actually got to meet and talk to, and I was really active and teaching and not just there for a paycheck.
Right.
It was
Because there is a difference.
exactly. It was coaches because I was involved in sports. Even one of my coaches, he lived in my neighborhood. It just takes everybody that's in some way involved.
Yeah.
Involved in actually like playing a part in raising the child, because it's not just like your friends like around the neighborhood. No, like wherever you go, to the school, to the church, to sports, to extracurricular, whatever it is, like it all takes. Even when you take your son to karate and everything, like he's gonna grow up and remember my first instructor or my first sensei or what.
Right.
It takes a village, like because
No.
they instill
Okay.
that discipline and all that.
I get what you mean by that, but it's just like when I think about it, it's just like, of course you got to vet the people your kids want to be around.
Of course.
That's exactly what I was
But
going
it's
to say.
like,
Like, you have to know who
Majority of the people is like, okay, you take your kid to school. I'm pretty sure there are teachers out there that love their kids, but I'm very hard pressed to believe that you're really here to like not just think about this is just another paycheck.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like you don't really care about the development of my kid.
Right.
But
to,
also,
to a certain extent.
this is what I've realized: elementary school teachers care a lot more when the kids are younger, and then once they start
I can
getting
get
older,
behind it. Yeah,
that's
yeah.
when it's like it's just for a paycheck.
But it goes back to what I was saying. You gotta find the right village. You know, it's not like you're just gonna throw them out in any village out there.
That's what I was
available.
gonna say. Like, even
You
with
know.
me, like, there's some people that I love dearly, but I would never leave my kids with them.
Right.
Not because I think they're gonna abuse my child or anything, but just because I don't think they're suitable enough to look after my
Right.
kid.
Exactly.
Somebody else might feel different about them, but it's just me personally, like, because I know how I raise my kids,
Right.
and I don't think like for Naeem, like Naeem can talk now. He's smart as hell. He picks up stuff,
Right.
and like there's some things and some habits I see in people that like I just wouldn't want to surround my child around.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like,
Exactly.
and it's no shade or anything. It's just like it's my kid.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like,
Right.
it's something I just don't want to expose them to right now. So
Yeah.
yeah, but yeah, it's definitely that's very important. Like who you leave your kids around, who you expose, what you expose your kids
Expose them
to.
and everything.
Like yeah, that shit's very important. Like even me, like I don't do nothing crazy around my kids, but like I have a potty mouth. I have a potty mouth. My wife tells me, but like
Yeah.
my son don't walk around cursing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I tell him like that's not good. Don't do
Right.
that.
Exactly.
And even sometimes when I say stuff, he'd be like, "Daddy, don't say that."
Right.
I'm like, all right, my bad, Naeem, you right.
Yeah.
So like, yeah.
And that's another thing is like, you know, I grew up in a household where like we didn't curse, we didn't, you know, say dirty words and stuff.
Right.
But it's like one way or another, I got exposed to it. I don't know, growing
School.
up.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
cool.
PG County.
Because school,
You know,
What kind did you go to school in again?
Howard.
Carol.
Carroll.
Carroll.
Hey, yo, he said Howard. Carroll County. Okay.
Yeah, so it's like Carroll County.
No.
I'm gonna show them the picture of your football team.
Get the fuck off.
What it look like, mayonnaise?
It looked like Oreos.
Stop hating on my goodness.
The double stuff.
You guys are haters. You guys are haters. That's what it is.
Oh my God! Hey, here these are the double stuff.
Those are my goodness.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. You know what's also funny, bro? You mentioned something earlier about teachers.
Yeah.
And I was thinking to myself, when I was in high school and middle school, I used to think, like, what do my teachers do after work? And, like, I used to always wonder, like, what car do they
Wow.
drive? Like, I used to just wonder, like, is this... I used to seriously be in class thinking, like, is this a real person?
Right.
Or is, like, no, I'm
You
not
know what
dead ass,
the, you know
bro,
what the
like-
whole kill is? I'm literally living with our teachers that.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, we're literally
we're
living with
seeing
them,
the
going to
people
the
teaching
club,
kids. Yes.
going to the bar.
That's what I'm saying,
They- I mean, I'm like, wow, like this is
I'm
what
like,
our
wow, so
teachers.
these are the teachers.
That
I
was
have so many teachers. I have so many teacher friends.
Mhm.
I'm like, wow.
Right. And it's like when we were younger,
You
we
drink
looked
tequila.
up to them like the most
Put
perfect
together,
human
perfect
beings.
people,
Like
yeah.
they didn't do nothing
It's
but
just
just come
hilarious.
teach and go to sleep.
Like shit.
Dreaming about teaching.
Yeah, exactly. He said dreaming about teaching.
Meanwhile, they over at Law Society
Yeah,
getting a
yeah.
happy
Law
hour drink,
Society, thank you.
getting a
That's
margarita.
crazy.
Man.
I seriously be thinking about
Nah,
that.
for
Even
real.
when I used to see my teachers coming to school pregnant, I'm like, you poor milk.
No, for real.
Like, what the
Where did
real?
that come from?
Like, yeah.
Yeah, like I used to seriously think about that
I'm
shit.
like, man.
But it's funny now that we're adults. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
these are the teachers.
Like, wow.
See,
Yeah.
see the teachers in the club twerking. These
No,
are
but I
teachers.
feel like
No, for
it's
real,
a lot
though.
different now.
What you
Teachers
say
now.
now? I mean, yeah, hell yeah,
I
of
mean,
course
yeah,
it's a lot different.
yeah, yeah.
Absolutely.
Right.
Everything is different.
Like
yeah.
the
You
teachers,
gotta
the
forget
teachers we
internet.
were in school with weren't millennials, bro.
Yeah, we
You know
didn't
what
have
I'm saying?
cell phones.
Yeah.
bro. We barely had cell phones, bro.
Back then you couldn't. Back then they weren't recording themselves on social media
Right.
twerking
To
in
be
the
honest.
club,
Ain't no, and it wasn't even no.
and they were
YouTube.
drinking Bacardi back then.
There was no, yeah. They had the overhead.
Yeah.
Like shit.
You know.
Don't
Exactly.
put that little hand there to block the
Yeah.
shit.
Man.
Dog, that's crazy. So like Africans, do you think like, you know how Africans, like they believe like if you grow up in Africa,
Mhm.
you're more disciplined, you're more this, you're more that.
Right.
Do you guys think that holds truth? That holds truth?
Depends.
Yeah, it depends. Cause I mean, of course, when you grow up here and you're stubborn and you know
Ungrateful,
just-
maybe.
You know, yeah, you just being stubborn, you don't listen and everything. What they gonna do? Suspend you, probably put you in detention, send you home. In Africa, if you're stubborn or disruptive, what they gonna do? They gonna flug you.
They whoop your ass.
What's flood?
They're gonna,
Flood, like whoop your ass.
Oh,
Basically.
yeah,
Discipline
exactly.
you bad.
Okay.
But
Right.
also,
So wait, no, did they do hands-on punishment from the school?
You know, I
Yeah,
don't know.
The teachers.
Okay,
teachers.
teachers are allowed to.
Oh yeah.
Do you think so? They don't do that in America no more. Do you think they should bring that back here?
No more. When did they do it?
America.
They used to be
they
able
used
to.
to do it.
The
in
American
the
teachers used to be able to hit people. Yeah.
In like the South?
No,
No.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere?
Everywhere.
Yeah, they stopped that.
Yeah.
What? Somebody kid probably got their ass. Fuck that shit is crazy. I was
But
saying,
also
bro,
that-
nah.
In
But these
Vegas,
kids
all
nowadays
the
are so
kids
fucking
wild.
bad, bro.
Okay, yes. In the city, right?
In
You
Vegas.
made a good point. Yes. In the city is different because that dynamic is what more comparable to our dynamic.
Yeah.
Where like if you go where like my dad is from in Nigeria, in his village, I dare you to mess up. Dare you to mess up. The stories he be telling me.
Your ass going to town. You going to town. Oh.
You feel me? You ain't good. And I've seen it kind of firsthand with friends though that's been sent to
Back
Africa
home.
and then they come back and they a whole different person.
Yeah.
Like
I had a friend like that.
I
He disappeared
mean-
in 9th grade.
he came back from college.
Found out they sent the nigga back home.
You know,
Bro.
there's only one person I seen it didn't change. I was like, man, he's a strong
I was
strong
like, man, you
individual.
a bad fuck.
Yeah,
Then I
you
sent
just
your
bad.
black
Yeah, this is your
No, but you right though. He came back a different man. I was
Yeah,
like, maybe that's what your black ass needed.
Right. My
That
man,
nigga
my
was
man
bad
was in the
shit.
books. I mean, I think he doing his masters now. So like,
Yeah,
yeah,
They
you
said his
know.
ass straight, bro.
They set him straight.
They're going this way. He's like, his ass
Nah.
out.
My
First of all-
man, my man is as straight as a ruler.
First of all, it's not just the teachers; it's also the students
Mhm.
in Nigeria. They don't like bullying here is not true bullying.
Mhm.
Go to an African school.
What you mean it's not true bullying?
It's not.
They making fake pages of people and
Look,
all this cyberbullying.
Man, they-
Bro,
look,
kids are
bullying-
that was
fucking
in high
evil,
school.
bro.
They
no,
had an
bullying in the
exposed page,
U.S.
bro.
is not bullying in Nigeria.
Remember those pages?
They'll be making fun of your Ogo.
the
You know,
those pages?
they'll be calling you all types of ridiculous names.
Nah,
They'll
bro.
be kicking your ass every
Bullying, but I'd rather be bullied in person than bullied like okay.
On the internet.
You know what I'm saying? Like the internet, bro, it's there forever. Like
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
There
I'm not-
forever.
and
Everybody-
okay, I ain't gonna
everybody's
say that because it
accessible.
depends on what kind of bullying. Like
Yeah.
some people take it too far.
Well, in this
I
case, we're
guess there's
talking
no
about
limit on
schoolhouse
bullying.
bullying.
Oh,
Like
okay.
schoolhouse bullying, like, you know, schoolyard bullying.
If you've
So-
never got, if you went to school in PG County, you've gotten roasted before.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
It is
yeah.
what it is.
Yes,
When I was
I've
in middle,
gotten
when I was in
roasted,
middle school, my dryer broke in, so my dryer, the lint catcher in it, was never fucking working. Boy,
Nigga came to school looking like a bunny.
boy, they come in, they lint bowl.
Yo, nah, but PG County, bro, that shit gave you character, bro. Like,
Yeah. A lot of
you had,
character.
yeah, you
A
went to
lot of
school in PG
character.
County, you got heart.
A lot
Because
of,
there was,
yeah.
you most likely got roasted every day.
If you-
Even if you
What?
were around somebody that was getting roasted and you laughed,
Uh-huh.
now you're getting roasted.
If
Like-
you sat at
Oh,
that
you're
lunch
laughing
table
too
that
hard?
divides a half
Yeah,
that close up, and they was beating on it, and then you came in and
You
thought,
getting roasted.
oh yeah.
Look, I didn't go to
Those were the days, bro. Oh my god.
I didn't go to you guys' school, but
Yeah.
Clearly.
you guys' shit can't touch me.
What you mean?
You can't. I'm African. You guys can go to hell. I grew up in Lagos.
I grew up in Lagos.
I grew up in Lagos.
That's kind of talking.
Lagos.
Lagos.
Nah,
Hey,
PG County was different, bro.
No, for real.
That shit was hilarious as
Man.
fuck, bro. I think I laughed.
I
what
never
was your
laughed
best, bro?
so-
I'm telling you, the laugh
Oh
I
my
laughed in high school.
goodness. And especially, I went to a very good high school where a lot of me and the people I went to high school, we're still cool. Like
Yeah.
everybody's still cool. Everybody show love. Like when I
Yeah.
see them anywhere, like we played around. Like, and that's the thing. Like there was that character building where it roasted and everything. But then again, the thing about where I went to Laurel. Like it was still like. It was love all
Yeah,
around.
yeah,
like
yeah.
we
Apart from all the jokes. it was
Yeah, like at the
genuine
end of the
love,
day,
yeah.
everybody was just there just to have a good time.
Facts.
And we graduated and everything, and everybody doing their different things. So it's like when I see them in the streets, it's like,
Yeah,
what's
like,
good? How you been, bro?
Yeah.
Like, you know, and I have different stories with everyone. Everyone.
Nah, for
It's
real.
rare that I hear like
I miss high
people
school,
was
dog.
beefing and everything.
That
yeah.
shit was so fucking lit, bro. I had too much fun in high school.
Yeah,
That shit was
man.
like a country club.
It was too funny, bro.
Nah, for real. High school
It
was
was
a country
too
club.
funny,
I
bro.
definitely don't miss high school, bro. Nah, that shit.
You said what?
I don't miss high school. That
You
shit
say you don't miss high school?
That shit
It was
dead.
so funny,
Man,
bro.
It was my senior year. That was fun because I had half days. But other than that, nah.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm blessed to have a very,
And my
very
ROTC days. I say that.
entertaining high school experience.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I'm so happy because I didn't go to university, so I'm happy that like I really enjoyed high school.
Yeah,
Like, I had a lot of fun in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, high
Like-
school was lit.
But even going to university, like I had my fun. It was fun. Don't get me wrong, but I think high school I really had.
Topped it. The
Yeah,
most fun.
top
yeah.
tier fun.
That was the most fun of my
Top
life so
tier
far.
fun, yeah.
High school, yeah.
Like
for
it
sure.
was just so. It
with,
was just
with no
literally go there.
competition. Yeah, no competition.
Yeah. Do your homework, do your work, and just have
Bullshit.
fun.
Have
yeah,
fun,
have
yeah.
fun.
After the work is done, I was bullshitting.
Man, I was bullshitting with everyone,
Nah,
playing
high school was
football,
fun.
involved in different things, you know.
Please.
I can say,
bringing
I
up
can say
dumb
this.
questions.
I'll say this.
He said, bringing up dumb questions.
Wait, you said what? Wait, what'd you say?
Trying to expose everyone.
How's it a dumb question?
It's not a dumb question.
The internet doesn't need to know.
But yeah.
But yeah, man, what we was talking about? High school, our high school experience. So how's it now? Like now we're past high school. How's y'all adult experience? Like what y'all think it turned out to be from?
You know,
when we was.
I never thought I'd be the type to like want to go to clubs and stuff. I don't go every weekend, but like I at one point I would say that I was kind of a party animal. I never thought I'd smoke weed. I smoked weed. I've never done any other. No, I lied. I've done. No. Okay, hold on. Not nothing crazy.
They all
Submissive.
Hey,
I've done, if you're thinking this crack, I've never done crack and I've never done the heroin. I've never done all those strong ones. God forbid, bro. What?
You're gonna be leaning like,
You see those zombies in the street now?
Bro, the shit I posted on my story today that Steve-O sent us had me dead,
Oh
bro.
my God.
I was like, look at it. What drug did
Michael
this
Jackson.
motherfucker That nigga was doing the Thriller.
Nah, but they need serious help, bro. Like whatever drug
No, is that real?
they're pumping in the
Are
street,
those Photoshop? Is that real?
bro.
How? How is that gravitationally possible?
Yeah,
Because their body
The way they're
is
posing.
just stuck. It's
I understand that
there-
it's stuck, but how are you just they're literally leaning
because
like
their
that?
muscle is
I
all
didn't see
tensed
the
up.
video. What happened?
Nigga, nah, I'm not trying to hear that.
Wait, what happened? in
That's the
video?
only explanation.
They're not statues.
The only way they get it is rigor mortis, and rigor mortis is when
I'm
you
gonna
die.
I'm gonna pin a video right here for y'all so you can see the one I'm talking
Hey.
about.
I'm clean in it big. Now I'm finna show the lean. Call my 15 in it bitch. This grand hustle team of kings is getting rich. I lean and get lit. Lima bean.
He's leaning.
He is leaning, but it's the weed.
It's
No,
not
no,
weed.
no,
No,
Yeah, I
no,
know.
it's not
It's not
It's
weed.
crack. It's
It's
crack.
not weed.
I know.
Khalifa
it's a
gonna be
joke.
one of them
It's a
guys.
weed.
bro.
Say do it again. Stay off the
Khalifa catch his son smoking.
Yeah,
Go,
oh,
oh,
man.
you're doing crack.
Don't be that dad, bro. Don't do that. Don't fucking do that.
What do you
I have a
mean,
kid.
Dad?
I ain't having a kid.
So how's adulting for y'all?
What if you caught Naeem smoking weed? He's your
Are
nephew.
you-
What if you
are
caught
you
your nephew
snitching?
smoking weed?
Are you snitching?
I'm snitching.
I'm snitching. I'm
I'm
taking that
snitching.
Jake from you.
I'm taking a video and I'm
the
snitching.
hell wrong with you?
Depend-
Well, I'll whoop you before your daddy did. I'll whoop you right now.
At what
Smoke
age would you be like, okay, whatever, he's old enough?
that. When he out the house. I mean, let me not say when he out the house, but you know, at that point, I mean,
30?
Hey, yo,
for
he
me,
said 30.
for me, alright. So let's say that's a good question. So let's say I have kids. Let's say I have a son.
Mhm.
He grows up. You know, I'm not gonna raise him to be smoking weed. You
Of
know,
course
and
not.
all that in my house.
But one thing you have
But
to
then,
understand.
you know, he's gonna be exposed to
That's
it
exactly what I was
regardless.
about to say.
So for him, you know, if he gets to a point where, let's say he's 18, hypothetically, let's say he got something where he's maybe going off to college or something, you know, that's fine. You just don't let me see it.
Right.
Don't do it in my house.
Yeah.
And you know,
And be smart with it, man.
yeah, we just be smart with it. You know,
be doing it
Just
anywhere.
know November,
and don't
it could be legal.
and don't involve me in it. You know,
Yeah,
you get in
yeah.
trouble with it, you gotta own up for it
Yeah,
because that's
you
you.
doing that
Don't
dumb
call,
shit, yeah.
don't call dad or
Yeah.
because I'm
Don't
not.
call
I
dad.
told you.
Yeah, I told you.
Bro, don't
So-
call dad.
Yeah,
do
because
I-
I'm telling you,
because
I'm telling you what not to do.
Yeah,
So
don't.
who is he supposed to call then?
Call your mom.
He's a mom. He's a man of his own. He gotta take responsibility. You can't hold his hand forever.
So wait. So let's say.
If your kid get caught smoking weed in a
So if
public
you're
place,
telling your kid,
Okay.
don't do this, this is bad, and I'm gonna tell you why you shouldn't do this, you're gonna get in trouble.
And they
it's
say
gonna
they
happen
understand.
to you, and he says he understand. If he goes put himself in that situation
Own
as a
up to
man
it, yeah.
at that point, don't call me because I told you what not to
play
do.
stupid
You
games.
gotta learn for
I
your
get
own.
that.
You
get
play
stupid
stupid
prizes.
games.
You
Yeah.
get stupid
You
prizes.
get
Play
stupid
stupid
rewards.
prizes.
I get it, but it's like, what age are we talking about?
We talking about over the
18.
age of 18 where
I'm
he's
willing to give a little bit of benefit of that. Like, if the kid's 18, I might, all right, I'll save your ass this time, but hope you learn your fucking lesson, because next time I might not save you.
all right.
That's where I'm coming from.
All right,
Okay,
all right,
depends how
so
severe
you- all right,
it is,
So
of
yes,
course.
yes, you have a point.
Unless
You
it's
have a
talking
point
about
there.
like murder,
But I'm
then
talking
like,
about,
all right,
I'm
all
talking
right,
about we passed that. You know, he probably in college, probably getting ready to graduate. You know, things like that. You know, and he's exposed to all that drinking, smoking, everything. That's
But those
cool.
are the kind of things
You know-
that you want your kid to experience. I ain't gonna say want to, but
Yeah.
you want them to go through those adversities by themselves so they can like learn from
Exactly,
their own mistakes.
exactly.
Like, you can't, like you said, you can't hold their hand.
Exactly.
One fuck up, that's probably something your kid wouldn't even want you to know. Period. Like if,
Right.
if they're 18, because once you're 18, the feds don't have to call, the police don't have to call you
Nope.
because they're
But
adults.
the one thing is like when they put you in jail, like you get that one little phone call. Who is that kid gonna call? If that's not
Yeah,
gonna
I mean, he
Call
gonna
us.
call me.
Yeah,
He,
he gonna call your
he
parents.
gonna call me and everything. I'm not saying like because he smoked weed, I'm just gonna
Abandon him, right.
Yeah, okay, that's what
But
I was
I'm just
thinking.
saying, like,
Alright.
you know, just know what the every decision
Has a
you make
consequence.
has a consequence.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's the consequences of your decision. If they give you a misdemeanor, whatever, cool. You know, that's on your record. You know, I mean, right now it's getting more and more legalized. So probably by that time, it ain't gonna be nothing to do
Right.
it.
Because we are talking about just plain weed.
Exactly.
We
But,
can't
you
lock
know,
up for weed is crazy.
Yeah,
now,
yeah,
right?
exactly. So it's like it's cool, but for me, you know, until then, you know, just keep it out the house. You know, don't let me see it. You know,
Right.
and be responsible.
Yeah.
But then again, I don't want you doing that if you don't have something. You know me, you gotta have something going for you.
Yeah.
You know, for you to be
You
like,
guys be out here getting
yeah,
high.
like let me just hit this jail. You know, anytime I want. Nah, if you want to do that, you gotta show. And you,
Yeah, that last
you in my
episode
house.
you said
You gotta show me
you
that
said you know how to
so,
persevere
yeah,
like a
yeah.
motherfucker.
So you said
You
that.
know how to get that.
I got a question to ask now. So let's say your kid graduate high school, right?
Mhm.
And it's now it's time for you to have the conversation, right? If it's this boy or girl, right? And it's like, all right, what you want to do with your life? And your kid first thing says, I want to be a rapper.
I'm slapping the
What-
shit out of him.
I'm not gonna ask what are you gonna do, but I want to ask what is
What
your
if you
thought?
wanted to?
Where's your thought process going down?
I mean, if he say he want to be a rapper, show me your plan. Show me how you actually show me how you're gonna accomplish that. What it takes. If you can't articulate a plan, you know,
Of how
a
you
journey,
wanna
like
accomplish
you know,
right.
actually convince me, then no. You gotta. If you can't convince me why I should support you in your journey to be a rapper and everything, then you're not taking it seriously
I was just
enough.
about to say that. I'm glad
You know.
you added the word support because
You know.
I feel like as parents try to dictate what their kids are gonna do in life. Like, of course, you know the cliche. The stereotype. Every African parent wants their kid to be a
Right.
doctor, a lawyer, blah blah blah.
Right.
And when their kid doesn't want to do that, they call them. They think of their kids as failures or whatever the
Right.
case may be. But another thing about African parents is they like to compare. Not all.
Not all.
They
yeah.
like to compare their children to other people's children, what other people's kids are doing.
Right.
Like, oh, he's doing this, he's doing that. Yeah, he's successful doing that, but I'm successful doing this.
This,
And this is what
exactly.
I want to do.
Exactly.
This might not be what he wants to do. You know what I'm saying? So, like,
And that is
I don't
crazy.
know.
That is crazy. I
Yeah.
can't imagine like.
Yeah.
Thank God my parents never did this to me, but I cannot imagine my parents forcing me to do something I didn't want to do. I didn't want to go to college. Granted, I enlisted, but
Right.
I didn't want to go to college. And thank God my parents never like forced me to go to college.
Right.
You know, even after I came back from the military.
But that's one thing as a parent that's what I'm saying. Like, once you have your kids, bro, they're out here.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying. Like, I'm not saying it like that. I'm saying like you can only control your kids so much.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be a lot of things your kids do that you're never gonna know of.
Right.
There's some shit all of us have done, and I don't know, but
That
I
my
can say that
parents,
all
yeah.
of our parents, none of our parents know,
Yeah.
and it's gonna stay like that.
Right.
You know?
It's gonna
It's
stay like that.
You know what I'm saying? So
Stay
like,
like that.
that's just the reality. So like, even me, I have 2 kids. Like, I'm generally scared of when they grow up because I know the kind of dad I plan to be. I'm not gonna be strict. I'm gonna be very understanding. I'm gonna listen. I want them to feel comfortable to come to me in situations
Right.
where like they feel like it's tough for them.
Right.
And I don't want my kids out here making bad decisions.
Right.
So I want to be that shoulder to lean on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Their mom is already that type of person. Like she's
Right.
very easygoing.
Right.
I'm the crazy parent, I'd say, but I'm very understanding too at the same time. So like, I don't know. I feel like I'm scared. I have a daughter and I have a son.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When the kids get exposed to different stuff, I just hope my kids are like me and their mom. Like, we have brains of our own. Like, I'm not going to do something because my buddy Bill and Pat are doing it.
Yeah.
If it doesn't make sense to me, I'm not doing it. Straight like that.
Bill.
Call me what you want, I ain't doing it.
And that's a big thing about like how I'm gonna look at raising my kids, because for me, it's like I can support. I feel like I will be that parent that can support anything my kids want to do.
Right.
But you just have to convince me and show me
Yeah.
why.
I'm willing
I
to
should,
listen,
like,
but
you
show
know,
me.
I just can't say because you just say you want to be a rapper that I'm gonna just support you, but you don't have the ambition. You don't have the like. That's not touching your heart. Like, Dad, like I really want to do this.
Right.
This is what I
And
know
you
I
got
need
some
to
shit
I
to show
need
me
to-
you've been
yeah,
working
I
on,
need-
like-
exactly. So it's like,
You're not serious.
you know, because for me, I'm gonna be that parent that, you know, I can be open and everything, but the biggest thing is I'm a very logical thinker. So
Right.
like, you know, the things I do, I actually like process it like
Right.
through, like thoroughly think like my next move, what I need to do, what the goal is, things like that. And you know, it's hard for me because even in dating, that's how I am. Like I really think with logic, like, and I let my logic take over more than my emotions do. And I want to instill that in my kids, like, you know, it's okay, like, you know, to embrace that you want to do this and everything, but you also have to process.
Yeah, it gotta make sense.
You know, all right, you know, what do I have to do? What does it take? You know, what work? You know, what is the work that needs to be done? Things like that. Like, I'm not forcing you to go to college. I'm not forcing you to do this. But whatever you want to do,
Whatever plan you have.
yeah, have a plan.
yeah.
Have a plan. Like, you know.
Why'd you say you're gonna
Think
slap
it
your
through.
kid if they wanna be a rapper?
Very foolish plan.
Why is that a very foolish
He says a
plan?
very foolish plan.
Very foolish.
Why is it foolish?
Bringing-
What if your kid ends up
Embarrassment
being
to
the
the
next
family.
Drake or as influential
Uh-huh.
as Drake?
I don't care.
You don't
You
care?
don't care?
What if your kid
If your
what if he
kid
could be the
is
next
become-
Burna Boy?
That's
I
a
don't
better.
care.
That's a better one.
You don't care, even if he ends up being the next. So what if he proves you wrong?
I
And
don't
because
plan on having a kid.
you don't
That's
plan on
what I'm
having a
saying, I
kid.
don't care.
You don't plan. So
What led to that? What that mindset? What?
Where did that
It's
come
okay if that's your plan. That's fine. But what did something happen in your life to make you feel like? Did you have like a traumatizing experience growing up? No, dead ass. No,
Dead
dead
ass.
ass.
Did something happen in your life where you witnessed something in your parents' relationship that made you feel like, oh no, I never want to have kids?
No. It's just.
You just woke up one morning and said, fuck them kids.
No,
Like,
no, really, that's really
no,
what it
I'm
sounds
good
like.
with kids, but the thing is, that is.
Are you like the
a
type of person?
responsibility you're not ready for?
Are you the type of person that's like I get my kid energies through my friends' kids?
Hmm?
Like, you know how like they live vicariously through other people. It's like
Mhm.
I want to be around kids, but then I go to like my friends' kids.
That sounds creepy.
Okay, you know what the fuck
That
I'm talking
sounds
about.
creepy.
You know, like you hang around your friends' kids. Not saying you, like you hang around your friends' kids, and that's like all like the kid energy that.
Yeah, because whenever he's around
you
like
need.
Naeem and Naima,
I'm okay with
like
that,
yeah,
but I don't need my own.
you just don't want your own.
I don't need my own.
tell the truth. Is something scaring you? Like, is there something in you that's like, nah, I can't handle that? Like, what? Like, is there something in like? Is this something
I honestly
Look,
would
to
say.
me right now,
Go ahead.
the way I see it, it is an inconvenience in my life
Then he shouldn't have kids.
right now.
Right now,
Right now,
at this age.
at this age.
So at
when
this
you-
age, you don't see yourself with kids. That's respect. I can respect that. You're working on yourself. Cool. Do you have like a 5-year plan? If you want kids, a 7-year plan? Because right now you're saying right now. So that means that later on, you're okay with having kids.
If I find the right person.
Right.
That's the thing.
Right. Okay, so if you find the right person, you're okay with having kids.
Are you gonna marry that person first?
Hold on. If you find the right person, you're okay with having kids.
Yes.
So why'd you just say you don't want to have kids?
If I find the right person.
That's everybody though.
If that's the case,
I don't
if
want to
you
have
find
kids.
the
That
right
ain't
person-
everybody.
That ain't everybody.
Yeah,
Everybody
right.
don't find. Yeah.
But you want
You
kids.
think you find the right
What's
person?
What? No offense to you. You gotta be out of your mind if you don't want kids.
No, but
Because
it's
you
to each
want
your
to-
own.
you want to
To
be
each his
80
own.
and
Like,
alone.
everybody has their own.
Who wants to be 80 and alone?
That's
But look.
That's
But-
my fear.
That's my fear.
But how about somebody that has kids and does absolutely nothing for
They're
the
missing
kids?
out too. They're missing out too.
Yes,
So
exactly.
how you gonna have kids and you don't know what their whereabouts are, what they're doing in life?
Don't care.
God forbid,
But
bro.
but there's people like that.
That's
so it's
crazy
like,
to me.
How about? But I respect that because he's actually saying
gotta lock
that,
them niggas up,
all right,
bro.
I'm not going to do that and bring a child in this world and actually like neglect them and everything. I just rather go without.
I don't
Yeah,
think-
that's
I
what
don't
I
think-
can respect
Well,
that.
I don't think
Like,
you-
he'd rather
well,
go
people-
back to be a
hey,
deadbeat.
let my lawyer
People
talk.
actually have
Let my lawyer talk.
But shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Wait, we want, like, hold on.
But like people,
Shut up, Leonard.
people will actually have kids and literally behave like they don't have kids
Yeah,
at all.
literally.
I'm
I'm
Like-
just deadbeat.
Like just
I know,
you know,
people, I know people that are like
that's-
that, and it's just, I don't know where that mentality comes from. To be honest, I can't even. tell you where
Selfish,
that
broke.
yeah.
I know people like
More
that.
selfish.
I know people like that that aren't broke.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Like,
saying.
so,
It's just selfishness.
I don't
bro.
know. I don't know, but like those, I'm not gonna say
Hate the baby mama. It could be a number of things.
Right.
Yeah, but I don't factor in those people. I genuinely feel like people when they hit that old ass age, when you are you sitting in that little whatever that old people's home is called, and like you in there shitting in your bed,
Retirement home.
yeah, retirement home, whatever the hell it's called. You
Old
sit when you
people
sit
home.
when you stuck in that bed and it's like 4 a.m, you just shitted yourself and ain't nobody there to clean that shit
Yeah.
up, and you know you ain't got no kids that gonna come over come visit you in 5 years.
Yeah.
That's when it's really gonna hit you.
Yeah, but I still think it's a double standard because like what about the people that are having kids and do absolutely nothing?
That's
Like I
them.
said,
Absolutely
they're
They're gonna-
missing out
They're
too.
gonna,
Yeah,
they're gonna
missing out
realize
too,
that.
They're
but-
missing out
They're
too.
gonna realize that when they hit that age
But
too,
like-
when it's just like I didn't take care.
But
I got
like-
kids,
But like
didn't
I
take
said,
care
I
of them.
respect that more. The fact that you're consciously saying
Enough,
like,
yeah.
you know
Yes,
what,
okay, I can-
I'm not gonna waste time. Not waste time, but like unintentionally.
I'm not gonna
have
bring kids in this world that I know I'm
knowing
not
that
gonna
I'm
take care
not.
of.
Yeah, exactly.
But
you know,
he never
why
said
force
he's
him to
gonna-
have kids and then you know I in the beginning I didn't want to have kids.
Well, hear me
I don't
out.
think
The
anybody-
thing about
hold on, wait,
Khalifa
hold on,
is-
wait, hold on. I want to point a couple things. I don't think Khalifa ever mentioned about him neglecting to have kids, neglecting his kids, or
You wouldn't
mentioning
neglect-
that
you wouldn't neglect your
nobody's
kids.
going to force him to have kids. either.
Right.
I just really wanted to know like where did that I don't want to have kids and I don't want to get married come from, because
Answer the question,
when
bro.
the age of
Let him
80
answer.
comes around, it's going to be
Where,
hard
where,
to
no,
figure
where
out.
did it come from? Honestly, truthfully, where did it come from? We're listening.
Hey, hello?
Hmm?
No, go ahead.
No, not wanting to have kids is. I've seen a lot of kids do a lot of dumb shit.
Uh-huh.
I'm just like, I don't have the energy
To deal with it.
to deal with that dumb shit. at
Like
all.
if your kids were to do a God forbid, but
Yeah, I just don't have the energy for that.
I ain't gonna lie, like I see how y'all may feel like it's like, you know,
But like I said,
wrong and
everybody has
everything,
their
but
own
then
reason.
yeah, but
it's
then
not
again,
wrong. It's
but
definitely not
then
wrong. I
yeah,
just
but
wanna
then
know
again,
why.
I see from his perspective, like, you know, if he's more comfortable just knowing consciously, like he's not, you know, bringing kids, knowing himself,
Right.
knowing that, you know, I'm not going
Bro,
to.
I already know I don't have the patience.
Yeah,
Let your
exactly.
words- let your words talk.
Let him
You know,
talk. Let him talk.
yeah.
No, I already know I don't have the patience for that.
Mhm.
So, if I was to ever have kids,
Uh-huh.
it will be the person I'm with who's doing majority of the. Who's
So you're okay
doing
with having a
majority-
stay-at-home mom? Oh, stay-at-home wife.
Yes, I'm okay, with that.
Okay. Okay.
But
Good luck finding out, buddy.
So okay, back to what you said.
I mean, he could find.
You see a lot of
he could
kids
still find
doing
that though.
yeah. You see a lot of kids doing dumb shit.
Is that the only thing that you fear about having kids that makes you not want to have kids?
I don't want to change diapers, bro, but I still want to have kids.
Hey, my dad never changed diapers. Get a nanny.
So you're not gonna change diapers either.
Get a fucking nanny, bro.
You poured the milk. You need to change the diaper.
Wait.
You talking
He
about
said
that
that
nanny.
like a nanny costs like $20 or something to get.
Khalifa,
So-
but he's the type that'll pay for that though.
Yeah, he'll pay for it, but like,
So-
not,
so
the
you
average
don't-
person ain't got
I think
that
I
money.
kind of see where he's coming from then. So basically, you came from a bit more privilege, like
Yeah.
being accessible to different resources like
Right.
that.
Yeah.
Meaning, like, since you were raised with resources like that, you don't really see yourself kind of, and I say this respectfully, stooping lower than that level of being more hands-on.
That's a
than
good way to put
the
it.
way you were raised.
That's a good way to put it.
Which-
Is that what you feel
Yeah.
like you're doing when you
Yeah.
have to take care of a child? Be honest. Just
Well,
say it. Be
no.
honest.
No.
No. Okay. So you change your diaper. You make
If I was the only one there, but I know how to change a diaper.
I know you change
But-
your child's diaper. You make them a bottle,
Yes, but
You
I
rock
don't
them to
wanna do
sleep.
it.
but you don't want to do it.
No, I can do
But
it.
isn't that the point of us being
I don't want
men
to do
doing
it.
things that we don't want to do, but knowing we have to do them?
Man, I don't give a shit, man or woman. If you have kids,
I ain't gonna lie.
I don't wanna change diapers.
Khalifa, I think his family lived the lifestyle of 1%.
Of course he did.
So like,
probably.
No, I didn't mean.
if you like a Jeff Bezos or anything, you ain't gotta worry about diapers. You ain't gotta worry. You got people that'll
Of
take
course you
care
don't.
of that.
Yeah, hell no, you
You
don't.
know, you just
I'm not
do
changing
you.
diapers.
Yeah. So it's
He
like,
said, "I'm not changing diapers."
So, I mean-
So if you could avoid changing the diapers, would you have kids? Or like, let's say some of the inconvenience of having kids, like
Look, if
changing
majority of
diapers,
the
dealing with the crying.
inconveniences, if those were handled, then yes, but not at this point.
You're a lazy man.
I am too young. I'm too young to have a kid right now.
You know what
Maybe
this
in my
says?
30s,
You know what this says?
not in my 20s.
This says, kudos to you, Abdul, for being able to do this. No, I'm so serious.
No,
Like, this
seriously.
is my way of like saying, like, kudos to you for being such a, phenomenal dad, husband, and everything that can actually
Shout out
step
to the
up
good
and do-
dads.
And I'm not saying it to discredit Khalifa or
Right.
disrespect, but it's just like, it just shows like you need to appreciate people like you that's actually willing to like,
Appreciate that,
yeah.
my dog.
So give me your flowers and everything.
My
And
God.
then,
I ain't changing diapers.
people like Khalifa can live in the 1% and hire a nanny and
Right,
like,
to do all
take
that.
care of this. So like, Oh wow.
Someone's car is shitting.
Hey yo.
Sorry for that weird fucking noise. All right, whatever.
Yeah.
It was a fucking biker.
Hey, yo.
But back to the question I was asking.
Mhm.
So, do you come on, come back. Oh yeah, you said something earlier. You said you don't want to have kids because you feel like they're gonna do. You don't have the energy to deal with dumb shit. You said people's kids do dumb ass shit, and you don't have the energy for it. Is that the only thing that? Is that the only reason why you don't want to have kids? Because you feel like kids are gonna do dumb shit? Let me tell you something. Kids are gonna do dumb shit. You did dumb shit. You did dumb shit, didn't you?
I don't remember doing dumb shit.
Cause you're.
I'm perfect. I don't remember doing any dumb shit now.
Hey,
So,
yo.
no, okay, answer me. Is that the only reason? Or is it, I feel like there's something else. That
Majority of
can't
it-
be the only reason.
Majority of it is dumb shit, and your kids are 100% a reflection of you.
So
I knew he was
wait.
gonna say that.
So
So what do you?
I knew he was gonna say
But
that.
you,
100%.
okay. How you are right now as a man? Would you say you're 100% reflection of your parents?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait.
So if you don't want to have kids because you feel like your kids are 100% reflection of their parents, what does that say about you? If you don't want to have kids,
My thing is,
do you get where I'm going with this?
Got you there.
Because I was about to hit him with
No,
something a little bit.
my-
Go ahead,
no,
ask me
my
a question.
thing
I got a question
is-
after this.
right now.
I'm not saying right now.
Okay.
Right now, I know you don't want any right now, which is fine. That's perfectly fine. Me, I want nephews. So, so you guys have to get to work. Me, I want nephews, bro.
Hey, yo,
So,
I do want nephews for you,
bro,
bro.
like, I do want
these
nephews for you, bro.
women out here, bro, they be.
Don't let that be 10
wicked.
before you guys start pouring.
I know, bruh.
Hey,
He's already 4, bro. Time is flying.
Bruh.
Time is
hey,
precious.
someone
Swear,
else.
if I could
It's a
find
race
the
against
right
the
one right
clock.
now, I would, bro.
Someone else. But my thing is, right now, or I should say, I don't know how I'm gonna be as a parent, right?
Uh-huh.
I already know I'm not gonna be as hands-on as most people
Uh-huh.
because that's not me.
Mhm.
So I can't do majority of what my parents did. Although my dad wasn't as hands-on,
Right.
he
provided.
yeah,
He made sure there was things there.
yeah,
You feel like that's the dad you're gonna be.
yes.
Okay.
But
I'm not saying. I know some women won't agree with that. Like some women want the man to be hands-on. Some women are okay with being a stay-at-home wife, and the dad popping in when he can because he's handling business. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
as long as you ain't outside
Yeah,
fucking
say
cheating.
I think you straight.
For real.
So, okay, then my question is for that is, what do you think fathers do today?
Don't look at me.
What do they do?
What type of fathers?
The ones that just the average father today.
Average.
Like, because in the early years, you don't want to change diapers. But let's say the kids are at the diaper stage, and then what do you expect to do? Just still provide,
That's a good question.
or
no, you can still
do
go out, play football with them, do whatever.
Do
Oh, so
you wanna
you're
do
okay with
that?
doing activities?
I'm
and stuff.
okay with doing activities.
Oh, so
what
you're just not okay with the early stages. You don't want to do anything with the early
I think. Well, go ahead.
When they're able to do things, yes, I'm okay with that. But
But
I think
the earlier
Baby
years,
stage,
that's
yeah.
more heavily based upon the mother, right? Because at a certain age, the kid now becomes more so the father, not being sexist, but becomes more so the father who kind of steers the hand of how the kid develops, especially. So to say.
why wiggling like that?
Because
But he did make a point about the kids being a reflection of the parents.
yes.
And I don't know, Khalifa, I'm taking a guess. I think you're afraid of how your kids will turn out.
You think they're gonna be complete opposite of you? You think they're gonna be hoodlums?
Like, because
Based on
Gangbang,
today's,
because the
based on
thing is,
today's,
look,
based on today's society,
Khalifa holds himself to a high standard.
Very high.
A very
Very
high
high
standard.
standard.
and,
So,
and whoever the
I
wife-
think he's scared that his kids will not be able to
look at this.
Fulfill his standards.
may not live up to that
His
standard,
standard.
and could go the opposite of whatever he thinks.
Would you
My
disown
friend, if
the
you're
kid
looking for
if they
perfect kids,
do that?
Hmm?
Would you disown the kid if he would become a disappointment?
What type of disappointment?
The worst kind.
No,
of
let him
No,
answer that.
like
What's a disappointment for you? If you caught your kid doing what, or if they're not doing this, what's a disappointment for Khalifa?
becoming a rapper.
No, for real.
That's a
My bad.
disappointment.
Go ahead. What?
He's
It's a lot,
smoking and
bro.
drinking.
He eats pork.
Haram. Change your last name.
No, for real though. No, for real though.
Change your last name. No, break it. Get the fuck out.
Oh my
He
god.
said he's
He's
poor.
No, for real
Okay,
though.
what's a disappointment,
No, for
bro?
real. I think that's one. Like, what if he's takes up smoking and drinking and you forbid that, right? You forbid that.
Yeah.
So it's like,
To me, that's.
yeah.
No smoking, no drinking. Okay.
And it's like the type of him finding that out. Like you find out your kid does that.
Right.
It would turn you into a different person. Well, it would turn your mood. It would turn, how you feel and everything, how you look at them and all that. So it's like, I feel like he's afraid of.
I'm glad we broke this down.
How it could go.
I'm glad
Because
we
it's
broke
like
this
you
down.
could think you could raise that kid to become this person.
Right, and they totally
But then
be the
they
complete
totally steer and
I
become
mean, but
a whole
that's based
different
on
person.
how heavy of a hand you have on a kid's life, because clearly shown, well, not to say clearly shown, but parents that have that heavy hand in that kid's life tend to be more rebellious than an average kid would be.
That's why you shouldn't be a strict parent, bro. Strict parents raise the most
But
sneakiest,
the way,
Yeah.
but
rotten kids.
Yeah.
But for like,
you should definitely put your foot down as a parent.
Yeah,
but
put
like,
your foot on as a parent.
Yeah,
You know
not on
what
the
I'm
neck
saying?
though.
but not like.
No, I don't think
Not on the
that's-
neck though. You can put your foot down, it's not on the neck. But
I don't know.
no, go ahead.
I don't know, bro. Like,
But
I just don't
the
know.
way, like, I feel like the way you handle situations is something like, I don't think you could be, you're like an asshole about it. You can definitely point out like, this is clearly wrong. You gotta understand why. I want you to think about your actions and what you did. And then I go to your room and do those ear things.
Hey,
But then again, you gotta remember, Khalifa wasn't raised like that.
But
We was raised like.
no, didn't you do that too?
No, we was raised on like talking to them, like actually, like yeah, that's wrong, this, that, but like you know, in the African.
Is that something that you don't want to do though? You don't want to have to be the one to discipline your
Look,
kids.
to me, go to your room. That doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
I
It
use-
doesn't work. Do you think? Well,
That-
Okay, how about
that
this?
doesn't work.
Give me your phone, then go to your room.
or the iPad.
I'm not gonna
Bro,
lie.
I
Not
grew up
her.
without, I grew up without a phone.
I'm telling you,
And
kids
then-
of this generation, they can't grow without a phone, bro.
Or their CV.
He's really his dad's son. No, you're really your dad's son. Like he still, because I mean, no offense, but he still has that old school mentality, you know.
Right.
And it just takes for your
How are you-
mentality
how are
to
you
just
punished?
evolve.
As a youngin. Like what did your dad make you do as a punishment? Like was it something physical? Was
It
it?
was more physical. Pick the pin, crab
That
walks.
is the worst
Yeah.
punishment. The pick the pen.
What's the biggest thing?
Kneeling.
You thought you worked
I
out.
really wanna.
You get on your knees and put your hands
Now,
up.
I'm not gonna lie, that made me a really good athlete.
Bro.
Hey, I really want to get one of
But-
one of our American friends in here to do that punishment, just to see how long. They
have
never lasted.
Leonard.
They never
The thing is, I thought it was
Nah,
sweet.
we have
When
Leonard.
I thought my parents.
They
I
will
thought my
never
mom let me
last in an
off
American
the hook
household, bro.
When she like put your hands up, man.
Oh yeah, the one where you can't put your hand down.
After
And if
after
that
like
hand come
15
down-
minutes,
you set on fire.
me and my sister was crying. We were crying. That's why we would be crying, bro. Literally tears.
Nah, bro, that reminds me of my witch aunt, bro. That punishment she made me do.
Oh my
The
god.
up down one where your hands are you pulling your ear, the ear
you're
alone, the
squatting,
pulling the
you
ear
know?
alone hurts.
You know-
then you're going up and down, bro. Oh god.
You know what really is a killer? When they make you lie down on the floor, you have to go like this, and then you have to turn around, go like that.
Which one is that?
I
Where are they
don't
finding
know
these
what it's, I
punishments?
don't know what it's called.
Oh
These
my.
ninja warrior ass punishments, bro.
Got a bachelor's in punishment.
I swear to God,
A bachelor in punishment.
They don't have to beat you.
PhD in
Yeah,
discipline.
that's the thing. My parents really didn't. If they beat me, it was like on the hand.
Yeah.
Like, they just took like a.
I stopped getting my ass. I think my last ass whooping was right before high school. Well, not right before high school, right before 8th grade. Probably like 7th grade, maybe.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think mine was
Like
probably
7th grade.
My last was like in
That's when I got
elementary.
my ass whooped,
Yeah.
Middle school, elementary school. 'cause I
After
never
that,
got
it was
beat
just
in high
petty
school.
stuff.
Yeah, they were just freaking
Just petty
creative. Like, oh yeah, you gonna hurt.
I feel like I'm gonna be. I don't even hit my kids.
When I
like,
tell you, I
I'll
was.
probably hit Naeem on the hand or something.
Bro,
like, don't do that.
I ain't gonna lie, that discipline did actually affect me because
like getting your ass whooped.
like the ass whooping, the creative punishment.
The creative punishment.
Because if
did it
I
for
get in
me.
trouble, I already know when I go home. So it's like, hey, teach me. I don't want to do
I don't want to do that. Back.
Some kids, on the other hand, will still mess up
Yeah.
regardless.
Because
But
that's
hear me
what
out
somebody-
on that. I feel like if you're an abusive parent, like
Here we go.
whether it be verbally or physically, I feel like especially physically, if you're a physically abusive parent, your child is gonna grow to learn like, okay, the worst he's gonna do to me is hit me, or the worst he's gonna do to me is whatever the case may be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Physical, accident, whatever the case may be.
Right.
But if you do like, I feel like creative punishments, your kid's gonna think twice. I'm like, what is he gonna do now?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
And
petty
that's
shit.
the thing. I'll be thinking like, what's gonna happen? Like,
Exactly.
I wouldn't know what's gonna happen
Yeah,
when I get
exactly.
home, but I just know like.
Kind of like people
I think I
getting
know
their
one
doors
time my
taken
mom,
off.
my mom would she'd like take our phone chargers. Can't charge our phone.
Bruh.
She'd do stuff like that.
Try your phone.
Because you once you get home, if that battery dies, you're done.
Yep.
And you just you know what I'm saying?
That
Stuff
would've
like
never
petty
worked
stuff
out.
like that.
Yeah.
I didn't have a job. Where was I gonna buy a charger at?
Yeah.
What I would try to do is get my friends to bring their chargers to
Yeah.
school, and I'll try to charge my phone
Exactly.
at school, but that only worked but so many times. So like it was little petty stuff like that.
Exactly.
But at the end of the day, like I feel like just use your
fucking brain, kids. Don't be bad.
Exactly.
And you won't have to get punished. Like, it's
For
just that
real.
simple. Just don't do dumb shit and you won't get punished. So on that note, we're out.
Alright guys, remember to like, comment, subscribe. If you like what we're doing, leave a comment, tell a friend. Alright? Anything else y'all want to say before we go?
Make sure you're following us on Instagram at Mad Ghost Podcast. And thank you for tuning in once again. And make sure you subscribe, share, and most importantly, leave a like, please. Thank you.
Also, on that note, we also taking people. If you'd like to be on the show, featured on the show, DM us, leave a comment, and let us know, your name, your @handle, and we'll be sure to get back to you and let you know further details, because we will definitely love to have some of y'all fans join us on the shows for our interesting and entertaining conversation.
Just make sure if you come on this show, you got some fucking heart, because we bringing the heat.
Yup.
We bringing the fucking heat.
Yup.
Mad Ghost checking out.
Stay mad.
Stay mad.
Stay mad.